Hi everybody, this is Mr. Rettig, math teacher at Welborn Academy. I wanted to take a moment to welcome everyone to the new school year here and tell you a little bit about myself, go through some of our meeting norms and procedures, talk about classwork, required materials, and just a few odds and ends as we kind of get situated, moving in now to our live lessons and office hours. Um, as I mentioned, my name is Mr. Rettig, and I will be your math teacher this year. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to contribute to the High Point community here in the Piedmont of North Carolina. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I moved to North Carolina in 2007. So I lived in the Charlotte area for 6 years until 2013. I was a CMS educator, and then I moved abroad to a country called the United Arab Emirates. You may have heard of Dubai. Same country. I didn't live in Dubai, but about an hour from there. So if you like to travel, if you're interested in travel or maybe just food, I'm your guy. So let's chat. Basically, I'm back in North Carolina now, having moved home this past summer. So, like I mentioned, I'm really excited to be here and to have this opportunity at Welborn Academy. Welcome. We will be going through a lot of information today and this week and next week. We're going to try to establish all of our meeting norms and procedures. So here's some of the things to keep in mind as we get going now with our live lessons. You want to be sure to be on time to every class. Okay, if you can, get there a few minutes early. There will be a waiting room. I may have some important information for you to consider while in that waiting room, so it's good to come a little bit early. Most importantly for the live instruction, make sure you use your first name and last name, because only students who use their first and last names will be permitted to enter the live instruction and office hours. So very important. Okay. We want you to actively participate. This is an awesome opportunity for us to work together to really dig into the mathematics content, and we're going to definitely take every opportunity that we have and seek out ways to actively participate. It might be through the lessons, it might be during the live instruction or the office hours. Just get in there, ask questions, respond to student questions, and everything will be, everything will go great, I think. We want everyone to stay muted unless you're asking or responding to a question, okay? I value your input, and we want to make sure that we value each of our peers' inputs as well, and their questions and their responses. So we'll just have one speaker at a time, okay? Definitely do your best, all right? I think you owe it to yourself. You may even want to make some others around you proud as well. So take advantage of this opportunity and do your best. However, if your dog ate your homework, there's nothing you can do about that. It's the only exception. Zero tolerance for foolishness. This is a learning time, okay? You guys all know the school rules about behavior. Those apply to our online learning as well. So when we're learning from home, we want to make sure that you guys know there's just no place for foolishness, no tolerance for it, okay? It will be addressed immediately, and those students who are found in violation will be removed from the live instruction or the office hours, and you're not going to be let back in, okay? So let's just make sure we take it seriously, okay? So as I mentioned, it results in a disconnection, all right? Lastly, I'll just note, and you may already know this, but everything is recorded in the live instruction and in the office hours. That includes things you say, things that are seen on all of our video screens, in addition to anything that's entered into the chat, okay? So just keep this in mind as you're interacting with your classmates and with me as well. And I don't foresee us having any issues, but let's just make sure we keep that in mind. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Make sure if you do that you ask them. Usually, what I do is, um, you can turn on your video feed, and then I'll know you have a question. You could raise your hand like this. You could simply just click one of the emotions in the Zoom chat as well to raise your hand that way. Okay. Um, we'll take a moment now to kind of just discuss some of the standards and concepts that we will cover in Core 1, 2, and 3. But let's focus first on Core 1 and 2. What you see in front of you are the 8 units that we will cover this year. It's a lot, and I understand math is a challenging subject. Um, and learning at home sometimes presents additional challenges, okay? And it's okay to not be 100% on it every day. Sometimes we struggle, sometimes we fail. That's okay because I believe that failures present the greatest opportunities for learning and growth. Don't be scared to fail, okay? It's what you do after that that will make your experience, that will make you who you are, okay? So let's look here. We're currently on Unit 1 with rigid transformations and congruence, so we're learning a lot about shifts on the coordinate plane, rotations, turning and rotating shapes, reflecting shapes over a line of symmetry, these things that you've seen in your lessons and assignments, okay? Unit 2, Unit 3, we move through all these different concepts. Some of them you've probably learned a bit about before in 6th grade and 7th grade. We're going to expand on these concepts, okay? Um, and the thing about learning in math is it's sequential and it's cyclical. So it's coming back around again. And in a lot of cases, like look, for instance, at Unit 3 and Unit 4. You have to understand Unit 3 in order to be successful in Unit 4. And it's sequential like this. So it's really important to take a strong approach right away in math. Don't get behind because that's when we can really struggle. Okay? Um, we're going to learn a lot more about each one of these. I'm looking forward to it. I love algebra and geometry. So here we go. Okay. Core 2, but a brief overview of what our MVP Math 1 course is all about. It provides students the opportunity to discuss concepts of algebra, geometry, functions, number and operations, statistics and modeling throughout the course. Okay. Um, these concepts include expressions in the real number system, creating and reasoning with equations and inequalities. You can read the rest. It is really important, and so I want to make sure that we do our best in this as well. Okay, just know that we're going to dig real deep in each one of our units here. So again, like Core 1 and 3, don't fall behind in the beginning. Okay, make sure you're keeping up with your lessons and your assignments. We'll have 2 assignments each week. Okay, most of your lessons will come directly from Nearpod. I'll have some other supplemental materials, pre-recorded videos that help address some of the questions you guys have. Okay. Hey, required materials, we know these, but it's so important to reiterate, you gotta have paper and pencil. Make sure you have a calculator, make sure you have your book, okay? It's really important, but I know it's sometimes difficult to find a quiet space away from distractions. Um, we're working and living at home, so we've got brothers, sisters, parents, all kinds of people around us, um, and sometimes there is a distraction. I get it. We just want to try to give ourselves an opportunity, a quiet space to think and to learn. Okay. That's it, guys. I just wanted to take a few minutes today to again reintroduce myself. Many of us have met on the phone or in our first live encounters in Zoom, and it's been great. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys to continue to come in. Try to be a couple minutes early if you can. Use your full first name and last name. We'll get you in the live instruction. We'll get you in the office hours when you have questions. Keep up to speed if you can. I know sometimes it's easy to fall behind. It happens. We've all been there. Um, but make sure that you're doing your best, okay? So signing off from here, Mr. Rettig. We will see you guys soon. Take care.